Pep Guardiola with Becky Ives.
Pep, congratulations. Is there a sense of relief that you've done what you needed to do tonight?
Yeah, of course. If you win 4-0, it's not a problem, but 1-0 in the half time. So, and it's a really good team, difficult tight, and I think the second half we leave, our soul and our hearts free, and we, Savio, like all the season, have been incredible. Make another rhythm. And fortunately we are in the next round. That's good.
Was that one of the most important half-time team talks that you've given and substitutions that you've had to make? And what were you asking at that moment?
No, I tell them it's over. We are out, so we have 45 minutes. I know that we are able, when we score a goal for our people, we can come back. And the first half was so academic, but we didn't have, the spark, to do it against teams that defend really well, and especially with the ball, they do really, really well. And they are fast, and it's not a surprise that they've been the last 22 games unbeaten. That means a lot of games, and we knew it. But the second half, and before the 1-1 from Kova, we have one or two chances to do it, and of course, it was a game a little bit of a transition, but. Of course, when you have nothing to do, you are more crazy, and they can make a transition, but you can do it, and fortunately we can go. And of course, it's Madrid or Bayern Munich will be really tough. But it's in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks, we have a few players back, a new signs back, and hopefully we can do a good 2 games.
Yeah, how much of a difference could that make that you can register your new signings now for the next round?
No, of course, it's important. We suffered all the season without players, so. And have these players, you have more alternative. Hopefully Jeremy is back as well. So we have players to do it and do our best.
When you're searching for that goal tonight, was it almost fitting it's the guy that's won 4 Champions League titles that gets the breakthrough for you in Kovacic? I said, is it almost fitting when you were searching for that goal tonight? Mateo Kovacic has won 4 Champions League titles. Is it sort of fitting that it was him that got the break?
Well, normally when you play in Real Madrid, always you have a lot of Champions League in your pocket. This is the truth. And Kova was there, and I have experience and make a fantastic goal. I know Kova when is able to break the lines in that way is something unique, something special. So, but we did it, and now it's time to enjoy it, because it has been a really, really tough season in Champions League. Where always we arrive in last stages every season the last years, and to this season, from the problems that we had, we struggled a lot. But finally we could qualify, and the draw is the draw, and we see.
What could this do for your season now? Do you feel you're through that patch that you had, your 6 unbeaten in the Premier League, and now you've got this result tonight into the Champions League? Is this a springboard for you tonight to go on to success?
I don't know. I would like to tell you yes, but I don't know. So I have been so unstable during the season. In the past, always we were incredibly consistent, but this season I've been stable, so I cannot do it. So in the Premier League, we are so tight. So we win a game, we can be there. We lose a game, we can go relegated 7-8 position, because many teams are there. But today is a sense of relief to qualify, and of course, it's long season ahead of us, but still step by step, we are recovering results, and some moments are good games. It is what we had to do.
Lovely. Pep, thank you. Was that one of Pep's biggest half-time talks?
I don't know if one of the biggest, but it was good for sure, because we came out very well. So we knew that we need to step up, because the first half was not enough. Second half, we showed a great character, great desire to win, to go through, and the crowd was behind us. So amazing atmosphere today.
Was there a sense of remembering your identity in this competition and everything that City has been represented the last couple of years? 2 of the last 4 finals you've been in. Was that important to you all tonight?
It was, because we knew we are here to go through, to be in the next stages. We are a good team. We can be there, and today we showed that we have a great character. We come back from 1-0 down, and that's what a great team does.
I believe you've got that player of the match trophy in your hand as well. Enjoy tonight. Thank you. Well done. Easy, right?
Second half was easier. First half was a
Never
tough
in
watch.
doubt.
Yeah, first half was a tough watch. I thought Club Brugge, you have to give them huge credit. First half, they were magnificent in the way that they approached the game. We was intrigued to see how they would approach it tactically. They were willing to step off and step back and be a low block, but they were very, very potent on the counter-attack, and they had the best chances in that first half. The second half, as I said into the goal show earlier, Pep done his what he needed to do at half-time, and he invigorated that team, got them to play a bit more verve, a bit more kind of speed and thrust, and they got the rewards, and they ended up running out easy winners in the end.
Yeah, definitely. There was a clear change in tempo in and out of possession in the second half. We have said Club Brugge, great game plan in the first half, low block, counter-attack, strong in transition. But so for me, at the moment, City are a lot stronger, probably a lot more confident going from behind. There's still the frailties and vulnerabilities when they are holding the lead, but there's nothing to lose in the second half, so they played with that so-called freedom, created multiple opportunities and deserved winners.
You've got to credit Pep there, because the change that he made at half-time, bringing Stevino on, he took off Gundogan, the man who was instrumental in that treble-winning side as well. He could have taken off Gundogan, he could have taken off Mateo Kovacic as well. He made the right choice in the end. And Stevino really changed, as you say, the tempo of that second half.
Yeah, just that 1v1 element, going against a fullback and making him think. But we talk about 1v1 and just having that pace. He's actually putting a question mark in his defender's head that he can go 1v1, but his actual best moments and decisive moments was actually a pass and actually making a run off the ball, without the ball, behind the defender. So he brought a different element to the game, but again, it was the execution, a great pass from John Stones as well for Stevino's goal. But you have to say, Pep, he made some good calls in the game in terms of his substitutions. That's what he's paid to do.
The sights and sound of massive relief. Job done by Manchester City from 1 down. 3-1 winners against Bruges, as you can see, waiting to paint pictures and give us some kind of logic to it all. Reshmin, Rio and Jolien, who've been at the Etihad all night. Tenterhooks, folks, tenterhooks.
I don't think I can give you any logic, Matt. It was just one of those nights that you just didn't know what was going to happen, especially in that first half. Club Brugge had so many of those early opportunities as well. The tension was really running high here. And of course, that goal at half-time, I mean, my goodness, it just completely put a downer on everyone here in the stadium.
Yeah, I mean, Club Brugge, they were worthy going in at 1-0. No, I don't think anyone in this stadium was surprised. And the way they scored was something that had happened probably 2 or 3 times previously in that first half. They played in a low block. We talked about how will they approach this game. Yes, they went in a low block, but they had penetration on the counter-attack. Then transitions, they were very, very good. Great retention of the ball and care and detail. And then the goal came about, and it was a wonderful break and finish in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very consistent the way City are conceding chances now, so there has to be some recognition in that. And we're talking off there, and you're looking at it, you're thinking there has to be something that Pep can work on. And then Kovacic steps up, who consistently drives with the ball. Today it was in the right area, and the execution was perfect.
I think that's the thing that's been spoken about Kovacic. He's a fantastic traveller with the ball, but does he have the end product? And this is where the defender, when you play against a low block, you have to test out people. Can they make the right decisions in these type of moments? Drive at them, will they step out or will they stay in their slot? This defender stayed in his slot and they were punished in the end with a very good finish.
OK, well, let's take a look at the key moment then. This is when Manchester City took the lead. It wasn't the way they probably would have wanted to, but they'll take it all day long. It was, in fact, José Guardiola doing all the work and Ordóñez getting the final ball.
Stevino was outstanding, recognised to drive inside. Guardiola, who's been exceptional in the final third, offensive final third this season, and a great execution, great cross, and unfortunate for the defender. There's not much more he can do. Maybe communication from the other defender to leave it, but it's not something you tend to do as a centre-half.
Yeah, absolutely. At this point, it was still very tense because you could feel that every time Club Brugge got on the ball, they could get the opportunity to score. So City had to make sure of this. And it was Stevino, the man who came on at half-time, who did that.
Yeah, and it was the ball from Stones, a great ball, but also a great run inside the winger, or the opposite winger, whose defensive responsibilities were kind of left for a second, and you get punished at this level. And Stevino, I thought he was brilliant when he come on. He actually give away probably the first 2 or 3 balls that he had, but his decision making, his execution, his timing, and his weight of pass today in the final third and decisive moments was top level.
Yeah, we were slightly surprised that he didn't start the game, considering his recent run of form, especially from the left. His combination, his understanding with Haaland has grown in recent weeks, so we was quite surprised that he didn't start the game, to be honest.
What's been the biggest difference for you, Jolien, in the City team in this bad run of form that they've had, or inconsistent run of form that they've had?
In terms of getting back out of it or staying in it?
Do you see anything in the makeup of the team that's different than the obvious Rodri stepping out of the team?
Yeah, maybe they're still trying to play to the same way they have done when they are confident, and that's a high line and aggressive press. But again, when your confidence is low, especially as a defender, the last thing you do is want to give opposition space behind. And like I said earlier in the clip, they're consistently conceding the similar style of chance. So the fact that they can take that space away, maybe 5-10 yards, just adjust their positioning, and it means the opposition have to take a few more passes rather than just go 1, 2, 3 in behind, and all of a sudden the 1v1 or 2v1 opportunities.
Well, they scraped through to the knockout rounds, and you really couldn't make it up, because the team they're going to face next is either Bayern Munich or Real Madrid.
Yeah.
What a tie that will be.
A glamour tie, it's one that we all want. It was in the stadium.
Yeah, Jolyon really wants that.
Yeah. But
If we're going there, I want it.
Yeah,
if we go to Madrid.
it's a wonderful tie. It's teams with huge history,
Yeah.
and whatever team that is, it's going to be a great tie. It would have been worthy of being a final, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I've got to be honest, I wouldn't have minded being in the studio. Guys, what was it like in there? 18 games going on, all the goals flying in. Ali McCoy, we missed you here, but I'm
and
sure
nice
you
and
enjoyed it.
warm, I'm sure, Ali. You must have loved that.
Listen, guys, I can tell you, the way I would describe the studio as cosy this evening, guys. Cosy. a little bit chaotic at times as the goals were flying in everywhere. I've got to say to you, I don't think I'll be able to watch a game on my couch in my settee, one game on the telly again in the rest of my life. It's been sensational.
We've done our best. That's all we can do.
He was brought in as a sub, guys. Yeah, he was brought in as a sub. Is he here to stay? Is he going to be part of the
Well, we're
starting
going to have
11
a full
then, Matt?
debrief.
he's not a sub.
We're going to have a
He's
full
no
debrief.
sub.
Can you see how it goes in the window, Resh?
Yeah. He's hoping for a playoff spot. He's hoping for a playoff spot. We really appreciate you guys hanging on in the cold with the lawnmowers flying around to speak to us. And obviously City and you guys get to ride again. Thank you very much, Jolyon, Rio and Rashmin. Much appreciated.
Brilliant.
I mean, it's get out of jail, isn't it, from Manchester City's point of view?
Yeah, they've snuck in like Elias in this show.
Exactly. Back door.
Mosey done.
Last game.
I tell you, we knew would get drama tonight, but even before our expectations, I just thought it was an extraordinary night. I really did, from start to finish. The start at Villa Park, Celtic coming back, and then City losing the goal just before half-time. What a night we've had.
Incredible. I mean, I take the point that City have found a way tonight, and they every time you think they've found something of the old City, you're not sure, are you, that they have turned a corner, because they still look like a team with maybe a bit more than Bruges can pick the lock all too easily.
I don't know whether they can be the old City, and especially without Rodri, if I'm honest. I don't think they can, and I think, even against Chelsea, they've had to go a different way, go more direct. Tonight, they've had to do it a little bit different again. Of course, signings might be available to use in later on now in the competition, potentially, but they still look too vulnerable in the transition, and we saw against PSG, any team that has form of physicality, speed, and obviously skills in the wide areas, they look very vulnerable. And again, there was elements of that tonight. So he's got to tighten up. And, this is a big task for him, Pep, because, if they had gone out tonight, he's always made the knockout stages, Pep. Yeah. So when you're looking at that and it was 1-0, I was fearing for him big time. But Pep is the master, super sub, and changed the game.